Hey guys, what's up? This is Chris with RC Madness, and I know I haven't been doing videos for a little while, maybe about a few weeks now, just because I've had many projects that I've been working on, and I have got a bunch of stuff going that I will be doing videos of soon. I've done a lot of bashing. I actually was with my friend the other day running his X-Max, which I love, and I think that's going to be a car that will be shown here in the future because I am desperately looking for one right now. So this is just a unboxing video just to get started back into the stream of videos that's going to come on. And this is an unboxing video on a X-Run v3.1 by Hobbywing. Hobbywing I've become a huge fan of within the past year or so. I guess it's about 3 or 4 Hobbywing ESCs by now, and I love them. No problems with them at all, and they run very good. I have two. I have one in the slash 4x4, and that's the SCT Pro, and I have another SCT Pro in the SCTE, and I love both of those. They're super awesome, and they run very good, and those can even go up to 4-cell. So I purchased this, and you're probably wondering why I purchased this. I purchased this because recently, over the weekend, I bought a brand new Losi 22 2.0 buggy. This buggy comes with the motor, which is a Tekin 17.5. I'm going to run this in the stock buggy class up at my track, which is Bumps and Jumps. A good friend of mine races up there, and he convinced me to get into it, and I went up there with the short course trucks one day and loved it, but they mostly run buggies, so that's why I decided to get one. And when I found the brand new 22 2.0 with the Tekin and a Spectrum servo in there for under $200, it was a no-brainer to get it and try it out, see if I like it, and then eventually move on. So, since I needed an ESC for that, and it has a Tekin motor which is censored, I wanted to get a censored ESC. I did some research. I was looking at the Tekin RSX, but that ESC is about 200 something new. And just because I'm not sure if I really want to get into the 10th scale buggy two-wheel drive racing, I wanted to go with something cheaper than that, but I didn't want to get something too cheap to where I didn't like it. So my friend runs Hobbywing stock, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but he runs, I believe they're Just Stock ESCs, and they are censored, and they are great ESCs, and he loves them. I just wasn't too convinced on it. I wanted something a little bit nicer, not to just outdo him, but I just wanted something a little bit nicer that looked a little bit better and would also perform a little bit better. So I did some research and found out that this is the one for me. So I went ahead and picked this up, and the problem is Hobbywing, they're not sold too many hobby shops, so I did have to order this one offline. But no big deal. It took a few weeks to get here, and it just got here today, so I thought I would do a video on it. And now, before I get started into this unboxing, I just want to say that while I love Hobbywing, I am super happy with Castle ESCs. I absolutely love Castle. I actually have 2 Mamba X's right now, and I just ordered my 3rd one. The hobby shop is getting it in, and I will be picking that up later this week because you can probably see my next project in the back, which is an 8 3.0 Nitro that I'm converting over. So I'm getting a huge Poseidon motor for that, as well as a Mamba X. So stay tuned for that. And as you can see, my other project is back there in the back. I'm not going to go into that too much yet, but as you can see, there it is back there. So let's go ahead and get into this. So it comes in this box here, and it's got some pretty nice detailing. It's lots of nice colors, and there's a little picture of it there. And it says open here, so let's go ahead and cut this off. Now this is my first time opening it, and it's got all that protective plastic on there, so just gonna lightly cut that off because I like to reuse my boxes just so when I go to sell them or whatnot, I have the box for it and it's all ready to go. So there, we got that off. Let's open it to the side. There we go. Already cut the seal. So you look in, and immediately I see a lot of wires. No big deal. I like to see wires, especially because I'm going to be directly soldering this to my motor. Instead of having bullet connectors or anything like that, I'm just going to solder it right to my motor. So there's lots of wires here, and I'm guessing since it's those two there, that they are the connector for the battery connector. So let's go ahead and pull it on out. So it looks like, I believe that is a BEC. I believe that's what that's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't had too much experience with these. I'm actually thinking about getting one for my Mamba X. Castle sells a very nice one, and I might get that just because I'm going to be running some big electronics in that buggy. So I believe that's what that is a BEC, and that is soldered directly on, which is really cool. That way it's already done up for you. So I guess I could just put some double-sided sticky tape right there and put it right next to it. Or, I mean, I could even put it on the side, but I don't want to do that. I'm just going to set it on the car right next to it. But if you look, and let's move the box out of the way, this is an awesome looking ESC. It's got some nice details to it. Your sensor wire plugs in right there. It's got the A, B, and C. And so I'm guessing these two on this very far side are the battery connectors, and then this side would be your motor leads that you would solder. So I'm going to shorten those up just because I don't need to run too long. I don't believe I need to run too long. I'm not sure because I don't have the buggy yet, but I don't believe I need to run too long to the motor. So I'm going to end up either shortening those up or keeping them how they are depending on what length. So other than that, that's about it. It's got a really nice on and off button right there. As you can see, it's right there. But that's about it for the ESC. Nice structure. It comes with the fan already in it. It's got this little plug right here, which I'm not sure what that is. I think if I'm correct, I think that's for a program box, which I have one. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Well, I can't really find it right now, but I have a program box for it. And actually, I know where it is. Let me grab it real quick. So there it is. It's the Hobbywing program box. So I believe, if I'm correct, I believe it somehow plugs into this thing here, which would plug directly into that, which would let me program this how I want. So I'm going to figure out that, but this just turns on. When you plug your battery in and you plug this in, this comes on through the ESC. So that's how that works. So I believe that plug there is for a program box. And I'm going to have to read through the directions a little bit more, but that's what that is. But other than that, that's all there is to the ESC. I think it looks really nice, and it's really, really small, which is nice. I like that. That it doesn't take up too much room in the car, and it also doesn't weigh a whole lot. Actually, the thing that weighs the most on this right now is these wires, and it is pretty big gauge wires, which I do like that as well. Just so it makes it run a lot better, and you can run some bigger C lipos and whatnot. So let's put that to the side and see what else we get in our box. Hobbywing always sort of hides their stuff under there. So there's the the plug I was talking about, and I'm guessing that plugs in right there like so. And I guess it would just plug in right there like that, which would go to this somewhere on here. I have to figure that out. I would guess it would go here, but you would want it to go like that. Something like that. I'm going to figure that out a little bit more. Don't quote me on it because I'm not sure, but I'm guessing that's what that's for. The rest of it, it gives you some double-sided sticky tape, gives you little colored heat shrinks, and then it gives you the manual and stickers. Now this is a pretty cool manual, and it looks like it's got some good details in it. So there, it shows you exactly what I'm showing you with that program box. So you just take the program box, this one right here, plug that wire into the ESC port, straight over into this, and you can program it. So that's pretty cool. This shows you how to set it up in the car, and you get some more stuff in it. But other than that, that's about it. And that is the Exaron stock v3.1 spec. And I'm going to be putting this in my 22 2.0 two-wheel drive buggy. So I will get a video of that once I get that in and put this in. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. And stay tuned for my other videos. 8E 3.0, SCX10. Thanks, guys. Later.